What's going on, my YouTube family? And what's happening with my YouTube savages? I hope each and every single one of you guys had an absolutely amazing, blessed, beautiful, and divine morning so far, guys. I woke up this morning kind of feeling like crap. I'm not even gonna lie. Definitely feel like I have a cold situation going on. Hopefully it doesn't turn into anything more than that. God knows, Savage absolutely freaking hates getting sick, guys. I am not going to lie one bit. I'm kind of a big crybaby when I get sick. All I want to do is lay around and not do nothing, literally. But we ain't even going there today, guys. We're going to go ahead and bust this out irregardless. And I've got a nice little doobie twisted up for this early day sesh on this fine and divine Saturday. But before we even get all up into that, guys, quick disclaimer for the YouTube community guidelines. Nobody featured in this video or any of my videos is under the age of 21 and or holds their Ohio licensed medical marijuana card through the state of Ohio. There are no minors featured in any of my videos, guys. Not now, not literally ever. And all the content that you guys do see uploaded to the channel is for educational and entertainment purposes only. Now that we got that beat up and busted right on out the way, drop it in the comments what you guys are about to be puffing on during the course of today's video. I absolutely always love seeing that. And drop it in the comments what you guys want to see me do a review on next. If any of you savages enjoy this video, man, please hit it with a thumbs up. That helps the channel out as a whole more than you guys could possibly imagine, man. The more likes we get on these videos, the more that YouTube's algorithm actually decides to circulate the content around to people who have never seen the channel before. New savages to join that savage army. Never, nothing wrong with that, guys. Am I right? And if any of you savages dislike this video, go ahead and hit it with a thumbs down and drop it in the comments why you guys disliked it and what you would like to see me do better in the next video, guys. And in today's video, guys, I really just wanted to talk to you guys about the best way to smoke your roach weed. For me personally, I have always kind of rolled joints out of the roach weed, but it wasn't until a couple of years ago when a good friend actually gave me a little bit of advice on how to get the most out of your roach weed, and that's what we're going to be talking about in today's video. This is pretty much a roach doobie, mostly roach weed, and I put some Snickers in the stuff if you guys want to see the nuggets and how that stuff looks. I just dropped a short of those nugs this morning. That stuff looks absolutely bomb, and it really stinks. It's kind of funky and sweaty, almost like athlete's foot, savages. Really smells like a GMO cross. So this really should not be a bad smoke whatsoever. But a little bit of backstory here, guys. What is the savage talking about? Well, the way that I've always saved my roaches, guys, ever since I was a teenager, is I would literally just roach my joint out, guys, whenever I was done with it, and put it in a big-ass mason jar, and then just let them kind of sit and collect for a while. When I was really young, actually, this is crazy, I'm thinking about this, guys, I haven't thought about any of this stuff in so long. Literally, that memory just came back out of nowhere, but I used to actually save these things up for months on end because I thought it was cool to see how many roaches you could actually kind of let accumulate over a short amount of time. Me and a couple of my cousins used to have like competitions. It's crazy, guys. I forgot all about these memories, literally. As a little whippersnapper of a stoner, we used to have little roach saving competitions, and then when we were actually down bad, down and out, we would end up always smoking that stuff. And then as I got a little bit older and started working, making more of my own money, I'm gonna be dead ass honest with you savages, man. There for the longest time, I was a little bougie ass, savage ass stoner, man. I would sit there and literally just give away all of my roaches to like less fortunate homies who didn't have jobs at the time because I really just didn't care. It wasn't until a couple of years ago when one of my great homies gave me some advice and actually told me that if you take the freaking roach paper off of the roach itself and then knock off the cherry, like the ash part of it, to where all that's left is just like the log of roach weed itself, savages. You know what I'm talking about, like the resonated log of roach weed. That's all you want. You put that in the jar and then you save that for a little bit and it will actually stay good for a while. And when they told me that and I started doing that, savages, I realized that you literally almost lose zero flavor on your roach weed if you save your roach weed that way. But the way that I always saved it prior to that is just throwing the roach with the paper, the ash, the cherry, and everything with it in the jar and then leaving it sit there for sometimes, guys, way too long. It was like 2-3 months at a time, and then actually ending up smoking it after leaving them sit. Absolutely freaking disgusting, stale smoke. Nothing good about it, guys. Literally, even if you had really good bud, we would always get freaking faded off of those doobies, guys. Don't get it twisted. But the flavor and quality of the inhale and the smoke itself, no bueno, guys. But after I started doing it this way, that the homie started telling me how to do, Guys, I swear, and maybe it's just my head, but I swear that some roach doobies actually end up tasting better than the original fresh joint did. And I know that sounds crazy, but if you guys do it like this, just try it out on your own time, guys, and drop it in the comments what you guys think about it. Get some really good weed that you guys really personally like, and just save up a few roaches of it. Take the paper off as soon as you put the roach out, guys. You don't want to be leaving it sit in anything with the paper on literally for no time whatsoever. It kind of ruins it the longer it sits in there with that paper and that ash and cherry. You want to knock that off as well. But if you guys do all of that right, I'm telling you, roll up a doobie of that stuff and tell me it doesn't taste absolutely phenomenal. Anyway, guys, that's pretty much what's rolled up here. We got some roach weed, and then I sprinkled in some of the Snickers. We're going to probably do a video of that stuff all on its own. I didn't do any of the GTI reviews today just because I got this cold going on, guys, and I don't think I'm able to taste quite as good as I normally would if I wasn't sick. So I want to give both of those strains a fair shake, mostly because they both look absolutely fire, guys. The slaps, I just cracked that jar this morning and gave that the smell test. Holy freaking sheesh, that stuff stinks, guys. It smells like candy mixed with some funkiness on the back end. Absolutely divine smelling. Cannot wait to try that. And then the Intergalactic Sensei, that stuff is looking almost like an OG, guys. Nice and dense nuggets, a light bright green, some orange pistils all up in there, and it smells of like slight earthiness and heavy pine. I'm excited for that one as well. But that's enough rambling, guys. To the topic at hand. This is a Roach J, and I saved the roach weed just like I explained how to you savages how to save it. And let's see how this stuff tastes, man. There's barely any fresh weed in this doobie literally whatsoever. Let's just get right on into it, guys. Before we do that, let me take a swig of this coffee. Now let's get faded, man. Cheers. Drop it in the comments where you guys are about to be lighting up and what you just rolled up, and let's have a nice little savage session together. Ooh. It tastes delicious. I don't know exactly what all kind of weed is in here because there's just a bunch of different roaches, and I've kind of been smoking on a few different things the last few days, me and the old lady. Oh man, come on. Guys, I'm telling you, man, if you guys don't believe me, try it on your own time and drop it in the comments and let me know what you thought about it. I swear, with certain strains, like I remember getting a couple things from Clutch before and doing the same exact thing, and the roach weed actually end up tasting dang near better than the fresh joint. It's absolutely insane. And I'm really glad that my really good homie ended up showing me how to do this, because before that, it got to the point where I was like, screw this, I'm just giving all my roaches away. But now that I'm actually saving them, guys, sometimes the roach weed really helps out in a pinch if you guys are low on cash. I mean, the economy's crazy these days. It happens to the best of us, guys. This will get you in a pinch, I promise you guys. And this right here, I mean, if I didn't know, if I didn't roll it myself, I would think it was fresh weed. It's burning nice, dang near, I ain't gonna say perfectly white, but she's burning nice and clean. Oh yeah, she's hitting clean, fat, milky hits, and it's smooth on the inhale. I'm not coughing or anything, guys, and I do have a cold. That just goes to show. Now, if I would have saved these roaches with the paper on it, the ash still attached in the whole 9 yards. Okay, I just jinxed myself. Now I'm coughing. But not in a bad way, savages. Not in a terrible way whatsoever. It's kind of expanding the lungs, if anything. I am tasting that little bit of Snickers I put in here, guys. And as you guys can see right there, she's burning beautifully, man, for a roach doobie. Different little off-the-cuff type of video, guys. I wanted to get those reviews out today, but since I did wake up kind of feeling like crap and really sick and congested, like I'm not able to smell and taste as good as I normally would, we're going to postpone both of those reviews just a little bit until I'm feeling a little bit better. Here is hoping, guys, that tomorrow I wake up feeling better, because the Intergalactic Sensei and the Slaps, guys, if those two strains smoke just like the last two did that I tried from that company, GTI might really start being a contender for some of the best quality flower for the money. Best budget flower. I should just say it like that, guys. Before that, it was definitely Columbia Care for me all day long. Columbia Care, if they sold tents, would be absolutely awesome, but GTI is flipping these tents for only $20 plus tax. It'd be better if they were actually full 3.5s, but for our program, guys, we already know that is a nice deal. And take it from me, guys, I would not steer you guys wrong. Everything that I've tried from them so far has been sticky, very fresh, nice terp to it, burns clean, it ain't got no gray or black ash on the burn, and all of it got me faded so far. The Gelinade, I actually really like, but see, at the time, I was kind of taking a little bit of a tea break, so I'm not sure if that stuff would get me as stoned now as it did then, at the time of recording that video. But irregardless, both of those strains look absolutely fire. Out of the two, I think the one I'm going to like the most is definitely the Slaps. The nose just seems like something more up my alley, guys. It has a really strong, like, candy type of nose. Man, this wasn't even the biggest J. She's burning slow as F. Oh, yeah. And I'm starting to get a nice effect from this, guys. Good freaking Saturday morning. I hope each and every single one of you guys are having a great morning as well. Sitting here, right here, getting faded right along with the Savage. Man, I really do hate feeling sick, guys. I really do. Most of the time, when I get sick, I really just kind of want to lay around acting like a grown crybaby. But it could be worse. It's mostly just a cold. I did have kind of an upset stomach this morning, guys. But that seems to kind of be fizzling out and dissipating. That would be absolutely awesome. If I actually start feeling better over the course of the day, I might still bust out one of those reviews by early tonight. We'll just see how it shakes out, guys. Oh, yes, man. Plenty of flavor still on this. I don't know what all is in here, guys. But so far, I'm getting some fruitiness, I'm getting some citrus, and then I taste the Snickers, which really, to me, just kind of tastes like some really good GMO. This is a pretty divine smoke early in the day, approaching 3 p.m. out here in good old Canton, Ohio. You guys see, weather is not too shabby out here today whatsoever, guys. It doesn't feel cold in the slightest bit. Season definitely is starting to change, though, because every morning seems to be getting a little bit colder. But in Ohio fashion, by noon, 1 o'clock, the sun starts coming out, and then it's like almost a totally different season by the afternoon. Which is definitely not contributing to me fighting off of this cold or this virus or whatever it is, because I've kind of been feeling raspy for the last 2 to 3 days anyway. But today I woke up just full-blown feeling like I had something, guys. Upset stomach, allergies going just absolutely wild, slight headache. I'm not gonna lie, this doobie's kind of starting to make me feel a little bit better, though, putting a little pep in my step. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video, man. If you guys don't believe me, try it for yourself. If you guys don't really do too much with your roach weed and you want to start putting it to good use, I'm telling you guys, for every like 5 doobies, that's another fat doobie. It's definitely worth it if you guys are low on cash. And the Savage definitely was low on cash there for like 4 or 5 weeks. It was definitely like that. Happens to the best of us, guys, especially in today's day and age. Give it a shot, man. It's worth a shot. Drop it in the comments what you guys think of it. And until the next one of those reviews from GTI will be coming very, very soon, guys. They both look fire. Thank you guys for tuning in. And I hope you guys have a blessed and savage rest of your night. Peace. Oh, I'm feeling good already.